9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
A7, you have reached your programmed destination in the year 1966. Previous briefing of all technology of that time sphere is in effect. Final instructions will now be transmitted. Proceed to nearby Desert City. Locate Future Industries Incorporated. Find Professor Sigmund Marx. Bring the professor to this command. If he resists, destroy him.
So this is your old town.
Yeah, and it's still a pretty nice town, too.
Well, I guess so, if you like ghost towns. Me, I prefer the life of the city.
That's the trouble with this younger generation. They got no respect for the good old days. Let me tell you, son, right here, on this street, In the good old days, there was more activity than you'll ever see in that new town of yours over yonder. Sam, let's go into the casino and have a couple of snorts.
Well, that's a good idea, Uncle Pete. Except I have a feeling this town is dry.
You want to bet? You don't think I was fool enough to put coffee in this, do you? Come on in. I want to introduce you to Poker Alice and all the rest of the gang. Come on.
Come on, Tex. Before you poke your nose at a rattlesnake. What's the matter, boy?
Snake bite?
I don't know. Somebody's in there, Uncle Pete.
Probably some stinking, miserable hermit, no doubt.
Let's flush him out. You go around the back.
We know you're in there. Come out with your hands reaching for your maker. You miserable desert rat. I'm gonna get you.
Who sent you after me, old man?
You let go of me, you hear?
Answer me, you're not a tracer agent. Who sent you after me?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Is there a facility near here known as Future Industries? That's right, sir. A research outfit right at the edge of town. You just stay on Main Street here and you can't miss it. Hey, is this Sam Gilmore's Jeep? That's his good luck charm there. You know Sam?
What's the matter with that guy? Some kind of nut or something?
Yeah, and that's Sam Gilmore's Jeep. I'm going to call the sheriff.
Sam Gilmore, eh? Where? Future Industries. He was wearing a crazy what? All right, all right. I hear you. We'll check it out. Thanks for calling.
JC, you really going to leave Desert City?
Wouldn't you? This town's no place for a real reporter. I'm going to L.A. where the action is.
Send Unit 6 to Future Industries. Have them be on the lookout for a stranger in a red Jeep. Oh, check out Sam Gilmore's registration while you're at it.
Right, Sheriff. Unit number 6, this is headquarters. Come in, Unit 6. .600 North Main, Sheriff.
Thanks, Harry. Danny boy, let's go.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, Dan! Sheriff! Wait a minute. What's happening here? Sheriff? Dan, wait. Sheriff, what's the action? Pull me in, will
Just
you?
a routine call, son. 600 block on Main Street.
Sheriff, was it a holdup? Did they get rid of anything? Did they get hurt? Was it a robbery?
Okay, let me through. Make way for the press. Let me through, please.
Not
Let me through.
really.
Hey, it looks like we might have a story here. What happened, Sheriff?
Nothing special, J.C. Just a simple burglary.
Wait, they actually think somebody cleaned out the bank.
Hear that? They think their bank's been robbed.
Yeah, well, what all they take?
Manager's in there checking the stock. The safe hasn't been touched. As far as I can see, they haven't taken anything. That's all, 10-4.
Yeah, that's Sam Gilmore's Jeep, all right. The office checked with his home. They went out to Old Town, just like the kid said.
Sam Gilmore? See your suspect? This ought to shake the town up a little bit.
Now, wait a minute, J.C. I didn't say Gilmore or anybody else was suspect. Check your facts before you write the story.
All right, but what are the facts?
Now, don't bug me, boy. I got work to do. Bob, I want all the off-duty boys brought in. Every alley and street in this town patrolled. Every stranger picked up and questioned. Take this Jeep back to the station, put in that call. Then I'll go out to Old Town and check it out.
That will be all for today. See that he gets a good night's rest, Johnson. And you had better get some rest, Sharon. It'll be a strenuous day for all of us.
Going to be an even more strenuous day for you, Professor. I wish you'd cancel that lecture tonight.
I wouldn't dream of it. I'd better get going if I don't want to be late. The committee will be here at 9 tomorrow. I'll call you when we're ready for the demonstration.
Goodbye, Happy. You know, it's such a long drive to Los Angeles with all that traffic and everything. You haven't even had your dinner.
I thought we agreed that you weren't to pamper me anymore. So if you want to baby someone, why don't you find a nice young man and get married?
Oh, sure. Some chance in a small town like this. We all grew up here together. I'm like an outsider, you know.
Oh, if the demonstration is successful tomorrow, perhaps we'll move the project to New York. How does that sound, Sharon?
Oh, marvelous. And don't you worry about tomorrow. When those Washington officials see what you've accomplished, they'll give you a lab anywhere you want.
Yes.
Now, here, you'd better get going. You're going to be late for that lecture. Professor?
Mm-hmm.
Be careful.
Yes.
Dr. Garth?
Well, you startled me. You always walk into rooms without knocking.
I came to see Professor Marks.
Well, I'm sorry, but the professor just left. Was he expecting you?
No, he's not expecting me. Are you his associate?
One of them, yes. I'm Dr. Mason, Sharon Mason.
Will the professor return here tonight?
Oh, no, he's in Los Angeles giving a lecture. He'll be back in the morning.
Yes, I know. Yes, I know.
Tomorrow at 9 o'clock, the world is destined to learn of Professor Marx's important breakthrough in the field of radio telepathy.
Well, now, how did you know that? It hasn't been publicized.
That is a fact of history, Dr. Mason. A fact which must be altered.
I'm not sure I understand you.
You also do not understand the significance of the professor's discoveries, nor does he. You'd be terrified if you knew the importance of radio telepathy in the world 100 years from today.
And I suppose you do know.
That is why I am here. The demonstration will not take place tomorrow.
Well, now, just who are you?
It is not important who I am. I came here to prevent a scientific catastrophe.
Scientific catastrophe?
The professor's discovery is premature. The scientific world of today is not ready for this breakthrough. The secret will fall into the wrong hands. The warlords of tomorrow will use radio telepathy for evil purposes.
I see. And, you are an agent from the world of the future.
Yes. A world of torture and terror. A world where free thought ceases to exist. Where the minds of men are controlled by dictators through the application of radio telepathy. Do you understand, Dr. Mason?
Oh, yes. Yes, I do understand. If you'll just excuse me for a moment, I'll...
No, you do not understand, but you will. My arrival was unfortunately mistimed. Any delay can prove fatal, not only to me, but to my mission, to many innocent people. It is now necessary that I have assistance. Dr. Mason, you were about to participate in a demonstration of perfected radio telepathy.
As you can see, my transmitting equipment is built in. It is one of numerous mechanical and electronic devices I carry in my body.
You are a cyborg.
Yes, a cybernetic organism. All special agents of the future are equipped in this manner.
You do not receive orders from international command.
Some of us were captured by the leaders of the freedom movement. Our telepathy receivers have been altered. We are free thinkers.
The mass population is not free thinking.
No. The majority of the people of my time had receivers implanted in their brains since childhood. Their thoughts are controlled by the state. You must help me carry out my assignment. Before tomorrow morning, the enemy will have discovered my purpose. They will send tracer agents after me. These agents are cyborgs programmed to find and kill. I carry a homing device in my chest, a time beamer. Once the tracers pick up my signal, I cannot escape them. The beamer must be removed and destroyed.
I will take you to Dr. Zell.
Dr. Mason, awake.
Garth, we've got to go to Dr. Zeller's house immediately.
About this time, he pulled out his twin 44s, and he started blasting everything that moved.
Blasting it. Now, wait a minute. Twin 44s?
Yep. But his aim wasn't too good, so I arrested him. I gave him a couple of punches he ain't likely to forget.
Well, he got away, though, right?
Yeah, but it was like this, you see. I ran over to help young Sam. He was out cold. And when my back was turned, this here maniac stole our Jeep.
I can't figure out what's going on out here. Gilmore's out. The old man's way out. I'm taking him to the hospital. Anything else happen in town?
We've got 3 suspects that don't answer the description. There's about a dozen alarmed citizens out in front, and the mayor's on his way in. That's about it.
Hold on to the suspects until I get into town. Oh, tell the mayor everything's under control.
Yeah, everything's sure under control, all right. Like, who's doing what and why.
Now, don't be funny, J.C. Looking smart printing rumors in that paper of yours. I don't want a panicky town on my hands.
Sharon, I don't know what's come over you. You've always been a rational person. How can you let a total stranger take you in with these fantastic tales?
It's the truth, Carl. You have to believe me.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. The man is ill, Sharon. Schizophrenia, apparently. He could be dangerous. We ought to call the police.
No, Carl. We've got to help him.
Sharon, you sound like you've been brainwashed.
There's no more time, Dr. Zelli. You must perform the operation at once.
Look, you don't understand. I am not a medical doctor. I'm not a surgeon.
But you're a biologist, Carl. You could do it. I know you could.
Sharon, you know this is illegal. You know the laws of the medical profession. The whole thing's insane. Cyborgs, time capsules.
Doctor.
Incredible.
But true, Dr. Zeller. His hand has the strength of 5 like this.
Now do you believe me, Carl?
Lock that door, Sharon. Not sure what I believe right now, but I know what somebody else might think if they saw that. All right, what is it I must do?
Remove this plate. Beneath it, you will find a thin membrane of polyvinyl pyrrolidone. You're familiar with that plastic material?
Yes.
It will cut through the membrane. Beneath it, you will find a tiny capsule. It will resemble a ruby, about 3/4 of an inch long. That is the beamer. It is held in place by silicone threads. You must cut the threads.
Well, I have the proper instruments, but no anesthetics. Pain might be too much for you.
The nerves in that area have been sealed off. I shall feel nothing.
All right, let's get started. Instruments are in that cabinet, Sharon. Sterilizer's on top.
This fool car. You're blocking the whole place.
Meant to. Don't want nobody to get in ahead of me.
Andrew, stop blowing that fool horn.
It's a service station, ain't it? That's what I want, service. What'll it be, sir? Some gas and oil? Look at the oil and check my rear left tire, will you? Yes, sir. Slim, check this left rear tire, will you? Okay. Your oil's all right, sir. Okay.
That's Laura and her friends.
Hey, Laura, where's your father?
In the lab, I guess. The lights are on.
Yeah, he's probably working on some secret project. I hear they're doing something real exciting on the space program down at Future Industries.
Could be. Dad and Professor Marx were fooling around with a chimpanzee last week.
A chimp? They got him in there? I sneak a look.
Skinny, Rick, don't, please.
Sharon, you better go out there and see that they don't get too inquisitive.
Oh, hi, Miss Mason. What's going on?
Nothing. Dr. Zella's very busy right now. He doesn't want to be interrupted.
Oh, we weren't going to the lab. We were showing the girls how to groove. Yeah, that's right. You know, jerking. Everybody, groove. Come on.
Incredible. Think that this tiny object contains a transmitter so powerful it can span vast distances.
Not only distance, Doctor, but through time as well.
How do you feel?
We are trained to ignore feelings.
All feelings?
All of them.
Must be a terrible way of life. Not to know pain or pleasure. Haven't you ever cared for anyone, Garth?
No one. It cannot exist.
Not even your mother?
In the military state of 2087, all children are taken from their mothers at birth. They are the property of the state.
And you think all that can be prevented if Professor Marx's discovery is not made known?
Every development of the future is the result of today's actions. That's a basic law of science, Dr. Zeller.
Cause and effect, yes. Finished.
Where can I find a source of extra high voltage?
High voltage?
The beamer must be destroyed. It will take at least 5,000 volts to short out its circuits.
I know. The power station.
Yes, and it isn't far.
Good. You must take me there.
You can't do that. You'll tear open the incision.
The incision will be completely healed in 10 minutes. A special healing agent was injected into my blood. Medical sciences continue to progress in the future, Doctor. You will stay here. I'll go with Dr. Zeller to the power station.
Use my car. It's out front.
Hello, Skinny. Hi, Rick.
Hi, Daddy. I hope we didn't disturb you.
Yeah, have you heard what's happening?
Oh, what's happening?
Well, there's a nut on the loose. That's right, sir. He beat up Mr. Gilmore and his uncle out in Old Town.
They weren't beat up. They were drunk. It's just rumors, Daddy.
That's right. And the same rumors stole their car and broke into the store on Main Street.
Well, the town's really alive. The heat's on all over the place. He's jumping, man, jumping.
Well, I don't think there's anything to worry about, but maybe you better stay off the streets anyway. Stay here and have a good time till I get back. Sharon will stay with you.
Daddy, is anything wrong?
No, why?
You look worried about something.
Oh, I'm just a little tired. We've been pushing on a project over at the lab. All right, now you kids try not to tear down the house, huh?
Who was that? Did you see the look on his face?
Yeah, did you dig those weird boots?
Out of sight.
Oh, who was that man, Sharon?
Oh, he's just a friend. He's from another country.
Yeah, well, he sure looked foreign. You go for him, don't you?
Don't be silly.
Come on, Laura, let's dance.
In a minute, Rick.
Now, what's the matter with you?
You know something, Sharon? Well, I think you and Dad are both blind as bats. Well, ever since Mom died, he's been so wrapped up in his research work, he doesn't know you're around. And you stick to yourself so much, you don't know he exists. I wish you'd both open up your eyes.
Well, you certainly are in a mood.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sharon, but it's true. You're both lonely, and you like the same thing. And, well, you're still both pretty young.
Oh, thanks.
So what happens? Nothing.
Rick, lock the back door. Laura, your father got a gun in the house.
What happened? What's wrong?
Get me the power station.
I'm sorry, but all the circuits are busy at the moment.
Operator, this is an urgent call.
I'm sorry, ma'am. We are flooded with urgent calls tonight. The whole town is in an uproar.
Never mind, forget it. Laura, will you get me my coat?
The sheriff's on the way. I called him from next door. What happened in here?
Rick, listen to me. Can you drive Skinny's hot rod?
Me? Sure. But what did all this?
Never mind. Listen, you come with me, and I'll tell you all about it later. The rest of you stay right here.
Well, where are we going?
The power station.
The power station?
Don't ask questions. Just drive.
Okay, ma'am. Hold on.
How long will that guard be unconscious?
About an hour. My ray gun is adjustable.
Is that the same one that you used on Sam Gilmore, his uncle?
Yes. My gun can only paralyze, not kill. Same cannot be said of the tracer's weapons. important thing to be remembered by time travelers, Dr. Zeller. It is a tremendous risk to take the life of someone living in the past and start a chain reaction which may eradicate many lives in the future.
Even your own?
Yes.
The beamer. Well, it would seem that you'd be taking the same risk if you remove someone from their own time. Professor Marx, for example.
That's true, but the risk must be taken. When that is ready, I'll activate the power from the main control panel.
What's that?
Traces. I may be able to trap them in there quickly. There's no effect on cyborgs.
On the way.
I know, they're here already.
Where's Garth?
It's in there someplace. Sharon, you shouldn't have come here.
But I had to. They broke into your house. They're monsters, Carl.
There they are!
Sheriff.
Hey, Dennis, go around back. Hurry up.
Sheriff, they're armed with deadly ray guns. Your men can't handle them.
Ray guns? Oh, come on now, dog.
Go around the back. They're up on the roof. Sheriff, you don't understand.
Well, there's one thing I understand. Everybody in this town's gone crazy. A bunch of kids at your house tell me a couple of monster characters tore through the place dressed like Martians. Now you tell me they got ray guns. What the hell's got into all you people?
From that roof all the way over to that roof.
You out of your mind.
No, sir. I never saw such a leap in all my life. There he is.
Sure can't get down from there.
Not unless they want a couple of broken legs.
Hey, Bob, you stay here and keep your eyes open. I'm gonna radio for some more men. We'll bottle them up here and then smoke them out. Bring plenty of tear gas. That's all, 10-4. Now, look, you folks, be clear out of here. I don't want anybody to get hurt.
Well, Sheriff, hadn't I better stay? You may need a doctor before this is over.
Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right.
Right. Rick, take Dr. Mason back to my house. Now, Sharon, you wait there. I'll keep you posted on whatever happens.
Yeah, but Carl, I don't...
Listen, there's nothing more for you to do here, Sharon.
Now, wait a minute, Doc. How come you two happen to be by the power station tonight?
We were just driving by.
Just driving by.
That's right, Sheriff. We were on our way to the research lab. Future Industries is just down the highway, you know.
I know where it is. And I also know it's way after midnight.
Well, we're preparing a big experiment for the morning.
I mean, something's mighty peculiar here. Those two so-called lunatics just happened to choose your house to break into. Those two so-called lunatics just happened to choose your house to break into. And you two just happened to be driving by here.
Sheriff, the office just radioed. One of those maniacs been seen on the highway.
Oh, now that's impossible. Everybody's imagining things. Will you tell me what nut reported seeing a maniac now?
Judge Elmwood.
Who?
Judge Elmwood, sir.
Well, let's get over there and investigate.
Say, this turned out to be quite a night, hasn't it, Sheriff?
Well, that's what you wanted, wasn't it? Something to write about.
Yeah, I know, but I can't figure out what's going on.
I tell you something, J.C. You got company.
Carl, do you think it was Garth?
Maybe. But if he got away, I'm sure the tracer did, too.
Well, at least he isn't carrying that beamer inside him. He might be able to lose him in the night.
It's not going to be night much longer.
You know, he might try to make it to the lab. I think I'll go there and wait. And you'd better go to your house in case he goes back there.
You know, Sharon, he's on the run and time is running out. I'm sure he'll go right to the time capsule and leave.
No, I don't care. I'm going to the lab.
All right. I'll wait at the house, and you call me if he shows up, huh? And Sharon, be careful.
back to the house.
And Rick, what you heard here tonight, just between you and me.
Okay, but I sure got an earful.
All right, let's take off.
Garth?
No, it's Carl. Any news?
Yes, the sheriff has stationed 2 men here at the lab. I think he suspects all the trouble has something to do with a project here.
I know. He was here for half an hour giving me the 3rd degree. He's decided that enemy agents are after military secrets and that we know something about it. He'll never know how near the truth he is.
What did you tell him?
I told him I was sworn to secrecy. Now, look, he just left here, Sharon. He may come there.
Oh, I wish there was some way for me to contact Garth. If I just knew where he was...
Sharon? Sharon, is something wrong? Sharon! Sharon, can you hear me? Sharon!
Escape Tracer. He's behind me. How far? Tracer could be up there on hill, waiting. I must elude him. I will escape. Mission must be accomplished. Professor Marks, demonstration at 9 o'clock. Not much time. Local police will interfere.
Garth, think. Think of where you are.
Professor Marks must not reveal his secrets. Tracer, I will wait. Tracer will depart. Old Town. I will wait in the Old Town.
Now.
Professor Mark?
Oh, Sharon, you startled me. What are you doing working so late?
Well,
I thought I told you to get a good night's rest.
I know. I couldn't sleep. There's been a lot of excitement in town tonight.
Yes, I've heard about it. It was on the late news. I thought I'd better get back here early and clear up some notes before I hand them over to the... Sharon. The radio telepathy files aren't here. Oh, sure, I put them in the cabinet. Did you move them, Sharon?
Yes. They're in here. Your notes, your diagrams, the whole thing, everything pertaining to the project, it's all in here.
I don't understand. Why did you take them out of the cabinet and put them into the briefcase?
I have to take them to someone. He's a friend. He's here on an urgent mission.
Take them to someone? Our project? What in the world's come over you?
He's waiting. Please, come with me.
Come with you where?
I can't explain it now. Please, you've got to come with me.
Don't be absurd. I'm not going anywhere. Neither are you. Now give me those files.
No. No.
What kind of nonsense is this? Let me have the gun.
No, I'll use it if I have to. Please don't make me use it.
Sure. Now, suppose you tell me what this is all about. If you're in some kind of trouble, I want to help you.
No, it's nothing like that. Something happened tonight while you were away. Something that's so important to all of us.
Important enough for you to steal? To threaten my life?
Yes, it's that important. And I can prove it to you if you'll just come with me. Look, you always trusted me, haven't you? Then trust me now, because we haven't got any time.
What about our demonstration this morning? The day we worked so hard for. Do you mean to tell me your friend's mission is more important than that?
I'm trying to tell you that is the mission. The radio telepathy demonstration just cannot take place today.
All right.
Guards! 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 He's here somewhere. He's got to be. You don't believe anything I've told you, do you?
I want to believe you, Sharon.
And they got into the professor's car and drove off. That's all there was to it, Sheriff.
Any sign of those two psychos?
No, thank heavens. Been quiet as church mouse around here. Oh, that doctor, what's his name, Zeller, he came by.
What do you want?
Want to know the same thing you do. Seemed to be in a big hurry, too.
See where he's going?
Nope, he didn't.
I think it did. Dan, I think I know where he went.
We'd better go back to town.
The tracer.
Sharon.
Maybe the tracer's got him.
Sharon, please. Sharon, Professor?
Over there, that old building. She's looking for someone called Garth. She's been telling me that...
Stable. You better wait here.
Cut you down in a second. Oh, we can't just stand here and let him kill the girl. I'm going out there.
Guard! The tracer is using her to lure us to him. The trick is working to our advantage. Advantage? We must hurry, Professor.
You'd leave without trying to help her?
Well, he's been trained to ignore human feelings, Professor.
Dr. Mason knew the risk she was taking.
That's only because you forced your will on her. You're more monstrous than the tracer.
If that is true, one life is a small sacrifice to make if it will free tomorrow's world of such monsters. Professor? He's not injured, Professor. He's only paralyzed for a short while. The tracer would have killed him.
Kill me. Right here. Now. And your mission would still be a success.
Not completely. The success of my mission depends on how you use the knowledge you gain of my time.
What will this tracer do when he finds out you've escaped?
I must leave now.
I know.
Well, Doc, there's one thing I can sure believe. That is a real... What'd you call that thing?
Cyborg. Half human, half machine. Programmed to kill.
Take me with you, Garth.
I cannot.
Please. I want to be with you. I need you. And you need me.
Sharon, all the things that you have done have not been your own desire. It was necessary for me to force my will upon you. That is evil, but it is over with. After I have gone, you'll be free of my will. You will no longer care.
I will care. I will. I love you, Garth. And you love me. You know that's true because you came back to save me.
Yes, that is true. But you must remain here in your own time, Sharon.
Garth.
Listen to me. Trust in what I say. When I return to my own time with the professor, the world of the future will change. The professor will not reveal his scientific breakthrough at 9 o'clock. From that moment on, every event in the future will be altered. Some things will change just a little, others will not occur at all. My mission is a success. I will not exist in the world of the future. After 9 o'clock, you will have no memory of me. And all the things that have happened since I arrived will not take place.
What time do you have?
It's exactly 9 o'clock.
After 9 o'clock, you will have no memory of me. And everything that happened since I arrived will not take place.
Don't worry. I've never known the professor to be late for anything yet. He'll be here.
I guess this is the most important day of his life. You might say it's his moment of truth.
In a way, it's mine, too, you know. If they accept this development, we may move the whole operation back east. New York, probably.
Think you'll find your answer there, Sharon, in the city?
Good morning, Professor. How was the lecture last night?
What?
The lecture.
I'm fine, thanks.
Is anything wrong? You feeling all right?
Sharon, I feel better than I ever have in my whole life. Gentlemen, you've come to witness the most important experiment. An experiment that demonstrates the development of a revolutionary communication system, radio telepathy. I must disappoint you. There'll be no demonstration today.
No demonstration? I don't understand, Professor Marx.
We were under the impression you were now ready to reveal your development.
Yes, that's true, Mr. Secretary. I was ready. But a matter of utmost importance came to my attention. A matter I had completely overlooked until earlier this morning. While going over my final notes, I suddenly became aware that the improper application of such a system could result in a scientific and social disaster.
Professor Marx, you're aware that a great deal of time and money has gone into a whole new kind of defense strategy based entirely upon the success of this new system.
I'm a scientist, gentlemen, not a political or military strategist. And as a scientist, I'm deeply concerned for my fellow man. I've come to the conclusion that the knowledge of radio telepathy at this time would not be used for the peaceful purposes I had intended. The military temptation is too great. The consequences, far-reaching. Possibly far beyond our present understanding. Now, if you will excuse me, I'll get back to my work.
Gentlemen, I believe this meeting has been concluded.
Sharon, I'm very sorry. I know how much you counted on. Forgive me. It had to be this way.
Forgive you? Oh, Professor, I've never been more proud of you.
Here. Don't waste all this affection on me, young lady. Now, the two of you, out. I won't need any assistance today.
Well, Dr. Zeller, this may sound a little brazen to you, but, are you doing anything this afternoon? It looks like I've got the day off.
You know something, Dr. Mason? I was just about to ask you if you'd like to come over to the house for a swim. We'll have the pool to ourselves.
Carl, you've got a date.
Aces, JC. 4.
Dan, if you weren't wearing that badge, I'd swear you were a cheat.
Your deal, JC.
You want in, Sheriff?
Those were the days.
What'd you say, Sheriff?
Those were the days. I should have been around 80 years ago.
Now, take Matt Dillon. There was a lawman who was alive in a time when things really happened. Nothing ever happens around here. Just a quiet, peaceful little town.